the city gets them in such large groups of people that people find it hard to add like humanity to each of these people, or each person is an individual. They just see them as like a group of people who are always around fixing things, you know?
Did you always want to be a truck driver since you were a kid?
No. My profession is little bit difficult, but I am enjoying to work this. In every country and every part of the movement, another peoples they don't think about us, but it is a backbone of the economy, you know. The peoples are don't they are just neglect us, na? They don't think the importance of the truck drivers or lorry truck. I have 5 siblings, madam. One my elder sister and 3 sisters and 1 brother more, and all are married now.
MashaAllah.
And my families depend on me nowadays. Every month we are just surviving here. We just take our money, our pocket money and room rent, everything, and rest of the money we send every month to the family.
I was 8 years old and we were on a family trip to Khorfakan. And it was early in the morning, and suddenly out of nowhere, I remember my grandpa turning and then saying that the truck, like the driver behind us, was asleep. And before we even knew it, we heard the loudest crash and then it was just silence. And then when we got out of the car, like we checked if everyone was alive and everyone was okay, and thank God everyone was, even though the back seat, like the back window was completely crushed and it was like really close to our heads. And then we could just smell the glass breaking. The driver came running and he was almost crying. He was like, "I'm so sorry," and he was apologizing. He was telling us that he hasn't stopped working and that he just found himself asleep, and then the crash woke him up. My grandma still brings this story up, that's why it's hard to forget. But I barely remember, like remember what she told me because I was young and I did block the memory kind of, but she said that even when he got down, like he literally got on his knees apologizing because he was asleep, but he said that there wasn't much he could do. Like he didn't sleep on purpose, it was the exhaustion.
Do you feel like there is a distinct gap in the way the working class gets treated?
I think definitely there's a distinct gap in the way most people here don't even refer to them as actual workers. Like to them, they're just a group of people who are supposed to be here, and they forget that they're actual human beings who have families back home and who are barely paid enough to cover where they sleep and to cover the food that they eat.
What, in your opinion, do you think should happen to prevent accidents like the one you were in when you were younger?
I think giving them reasonable working hours, or making them work in shifts and not making them work non-stop, like the truck driver that hit us did. Because it wasn't, like, even though we all could have died, at the end of the day, it wasn't his fault. It was the person in charge, because he was just trying to make ends meet and live in the city.